Stormtroopers of the Galactic Empire were known to roughhouse, get drunk at bars, and all the other typical soldier stuff that you'd expect during their free time whenever they were at the barracks or off duty. So in comparison, what did their successors, the troopers of the First Order, do in their free time? Well, very little, because they were given almost zero amount of time for themselves. Instead, First Order Stormtroopers' daily routines were nearly filled to the brim with countless tasks that ranged from digesting propaganda to grueling training exercises. Even their lunch breaks and sleep schedules were crafted in such a way to minimize socialization as much as possible. Their break periods for eating were scheduled in such a manner that if the troopers attempted to talk to one another, then they would likely not be able to finish their meals, as they were given just barely enough time to eat the required food. This time period was so strict that even talking while chewing on the food was a risk, as they likely wouldn't be able to finish in time before the break was over. The only real time the troopers were able to socialize was during training exercises, where they could make brief small talk during small breaks in between the tasks or whenever they awaited their new orders. The small talk usually ranged from their eagerness to be deployed into live battle against the New Republic, to strategizing their next moves on a training drill, to even talking trash about members within their own squads that they believed were holding them back. During these small talks, they also gave each other nicknames that they used with each other instead of their official identification numbers. Sometimes, high-performing squads were rewarded with additional breaks and leisure time, and as such they were allowed to watch holovids that were approved by the First Order. When it came to the newest recruits of the First Order, usually young kids and teens, they were given a bit more freedom than their adult counterparts. Their lunch breaks seemed to be more relaxed and not as strict, which likely allowed them to socialize among each other much more. When it came to higher ranking members like captains and the like, they were given far more privileges than the average trooper. Captains were given their own private, single bedroom that contained its own bathroom. During their more frequent breaks, they typically spent their free time watching holovids or reading holopads, which were all likely First Order propaganda in the form of entertainment. Surprisingly, captains were actually allowed to drink alcohol by requesting for it at the lunch hall. They even were given supplementing liquid that got rid of their hangovers the next day if they drank too much. Thanks for watching this video. Help support the channel by becoming a member on our Patreon page, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.